Hi, my name is John Byer, and in this little video I'm going to show you how to make a data disk using the Roxio Creator program that you have on your CTS computer. Now, a data disk is one which contains files and folders from your PC. The advantage of copying your files and folders to optical media is that it provides a means of backing up your data. And I'm going to show you how to use the Roxio program to create data disks, either CDs or DVDs, that you can store your data on to either keep them as backups or to use those disks to transfer files from one computer to another. So let's get started. In order to start the Roxio program, first click on the Start menu and select the Program group. From here, select the Roxio Creator DE group and then select the Home option. This will launch the Roxio CD Creator program. Once the Roxio program opens, you'll see over on the right-hand side of the screen a panel that is called Most Frequent Tasks. These are the tasks that you can perform with the Roxio program. Since we want to create a data disk containing the data files and folders from our PC, I'll want to select the data disk option. So I'm going to click on it. When I do, a new window will open up. This window is where I will place copies of the files and folders that I will later burn to the CD. In other words, I need to navigate around my hard disk, find the files and the folders, and then put them in this window. Once I've accumulated all the files and folders that I want and I'm ready to burn the disk, then I'll click the little red button in the bottom and that will start the burning process and create the CD or DVD with the data that is displayed in this window. All right, let's get started. The first thing we want to do is click the Add Data button. And when you do that, you'll get two options. One of them to add files and the other one to add folders. In my particular case, and in this example, I would like to add a couple of folders to this area which will later be burnt to the CD. When I click the Add Folders button, you will see a new window shows up and it gives me an opportunity to navigate around my PC and find those folders that I'd like to add to this data window. In my case, I'm interested in adding this folder called IMD Web Stuff. In order to do that, I highlight the folder that I want and click the OK button. When I do that, that folder is now added to the data window and ready to be burned to the disk. Well, I'm not exactly finished yet, so I'd like to add some more stuff. So let me go up to Add Data again. I want to add another folder. Again, the window comes up allowing me to select whatever folder I'd like on my system. And in this case, I'd like to add the Training Reports folder. So I highlight it and click the OK button. Again, it puts the folder in the window. Now I'd like to add a couple of files. I go up, Add Data button, click Add Files, and in this case it already is at the folder where all my files that I want to copy to my CD are located. Well, all these are pictures of images and unfortunately I can't see which ones are which. So what I'm going to do is go over here, select the View option and select Thumbnails, and it will display all the images that are on this or in this folder. I like to add a couple of these, as you can see, and Windows has the capability of selecting multiple files by using the Control key. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to hold down the Control key, and while the Control key is pushed down, I'm going to select some of these images. For example, this image looks good. Here's one of a flower. I'm going to click that. Again, my Control key is being held down. This one of the forest looks interesting. And here's one of a fish I like. And a palm tree, that looks good. And of course, something like the aurora borealis. As you can see, many of these continue to be highlighted, and now that they're all highlighted, these are the ones I'd like to add to the data area. I then click the Add button, and as you can see in the data area, those files that I have selected have been placed in the area. Once I have collected all the files and folders that I want to burn to the disk and put them in this data area, it's now time to burn the CD. And to do that, I come down to the lower right-hand side of the screen, and you'll see a red button. When you click that button, the program will start writing the files to the disk. And in the progress bar across here, it will show you how the disk is progressing as it writes the disk. As you can see, it's moving rather rapidly, and it tells you the progress as it is occurring in terms of the amount of bytes and sectors that are being written to the disk. In this case, it didn't take very long because I only selected a few files and folders. If you have a lot of data that you're writing to a CD or a DVD, it can take quite a while to burn the disk. As we can see, the progress bar is almost over. And when it's completed, I will get an indication as to the success of the burning process. Let's see what happens. All right, the computer has now finished its burning process, and after it has written the files to your disk, it will then verify that the files it wrote are exactly the ones that were on your PC. If they are, you will get a message and a screen like this indicating that your disk was successfully created. Sometimes things don't work right, and you may get an error message instead of this screen indicating that there was a problem in the writing of the disk. If that happens, then you'll have to erase the disk if it's a rewritable disk, or put a new disk in and try the project again. So basically, this program allows you to take the files and folders that are on your disk, your hard disk that is, and put them into the Roxio program and then burn them to a CD that you can use as a backup or as a means of transferring files from one computer to another. I hope this video was helpful, and if you have any additional questions or problems with the program, please refer to the Help section of the Roxio program if you need any additional information.